Hey, so I don't really have much to say about this. I just have these files on my iPad from Flip a Clip of different puzzle-ish projects I wanted to work on, but then lost the motivation to work on, or just the idea seemed kind of outdated in my mind, so I gave up on it. I don't know if I'll ever continue these ones. I know that I have my own like several other projects I'm trying so hard to force myself to finish. Uh, I I try not to get too critical about it, but it is kind of disheartening sometimes when you're like, "Oh, I'm going to start this cool project and I'm going to make it and people are going to like it," and then you proceed to never finish it. So, that's what these are. I just felt like maybe sharing these to get them out there in the world so I'm not just cramming them to myself until the day I die, you know? Because the chances of me finishing these ones aren't looking so good currently. So, yeah. First one here, I feel like is the most ambitious out of all of them, and I think that's my issue. I get so ambitious with them to the point that it intimidates me, and then I'm like, "Oh, this is so much work," and then I give up on it cuz I just did that to myself. Uh but this was Welcome to the 60s. I posted like clips and stuff of it before on Tumblr. So if this is recognizable to some of you, then that's why. It's because I was super convinced that I would finish it until the point when everyone was like, "Oh, Mr. Puzzles and Maggie can never be friends, and he is very toxic and controlling and manipulative and has made her life a living hell." And that was that made me anxious, and I'm like, "Oh, people are gonna hate this if I post it because they aren't the friends and there's no redemption arc, and people are gonna really not like it." So I kind of scared myself out of working on it because it just didn't seem to align with the way that the SMG4 crew was writing Puzzle's character. I think it could still be seen as kind of like an AU, so it's not that big of a deal. If it's an alternative universe, no one's gonna care. But yeah, this was Welcome to the 60s. The thing about me, which frustrates me with my work, is that I don't storyboard the entire thing throughout. I just have snippets of audio that my brain already has a vision for, and so I start with those and ignore the entire rest of the audio. So there's huge blank gaps between each of the scenes. You can't tell what's meant to be going on because it's very the art is so chicken scratch. It was done very frantically because I had classes and I couldn't dedicate my time to working on it. And that makes it really hard for me to finish stuff because I don't have a clear plan of all of the scenes. Never hire me for storyboarding. I'm more of like an in-between artist. the keyframes and the in-betweens. But yeah, here's the Welcome to the 60s thing. It was meant to be, as I said, Puzzle's redemption arc, kind of him and Maggie being friends, her encouraging him after he put himself in solitude from so many failures, and she's getting him out of his shell again because he became a wreck of himself and has no self-esteem anymore because his dreams were crushed. So that's what this animatic was going to be about.
Tracy, I haven't left this house in years.
Then isn't it time you did?
Oh, no, Tracy. We'll have your father meet with him. I don't want to be seen like this.
Hey, mama, follow me. I know something's in you that you want to set free. So like go with a pass now. Say hello to the love in your heart. Yes, I know that the world's spinning fast now. You gotta get yourself a brand new start. Hey, mama, welcome to the 60s. Oh. Hey, mama, have some fun.
I haven't left this house since 1951.
Hey, mama, take a chance.
Oh, Tracy, it's been years since someone asked me to dance.
So let go with a pass now. Say hello to the light in your eyes. Yes, I know that the world's been advanced now, but you gotta run the race to win the prize.
Okay, moving on to the other stuff. I don't need to yabber so much about these because these aren't like full-fledged project ideas I had. This is just a stupid face test I had for puzzles movements because I didn't really know how I would animate his mouth moving, but a part of me was like, hey, maybe I can make it bounce a little bit in between switching faces. And I thought maybe the bouncy movement of his mouth would add something to how I animate him. So this was a test of that.
I just want to die. So please just let me die. I'm undefeatable, I'm thriving, 'cause I know a thing or two when it comes to being killed. It's also very painful, and I don't want it to happen again and again and again.
Anyway, so that was complete trash. Now we're moving on to this little joke idea I had because I watched War of the Fat Italians 2024, and even though at the time I was very much a supporter of Puzzle's redemption arc and I want him to not be sad and pathetic all the time, um, I kind of found it humorous how Maggie did like a 180 during the song number and was like, no, Puzzles, you're a scared child. I believe in you. Even though she literally yelled in his face a few episodes beforehand, and it seemed like she really hated his guts. So I was gonna do a little joke snippet of audio about her being like, I know there's a scared little child inside you. And then he's just looking off to the side with SMG4, who is also bewildered by this change of heart she has, and is like, Maggie, were you not listening to him saying he wants to kill us a few lines ago? So that was what this was gonna be. I never finished it.
Turn your filthy corpses into gushing mounds of blood. Your lives are as good as done.
Now stop! I know there's a scared little child inside you. He's hiding away.
Okay, now this one, I really don't like how it looks because, like I said, I have an issue with not doing an entire storyboard. I just doodle at random audio parts, and so there's a lot of blank space, and it's very choppy and unfinished. But I wanted to animate Mr. Puzzles to the song It's Hard to Be a Bard because he's a musical man. It comes from a musical. It's about the struggles of a creative. It just seemed very fitting. I didn't realize that a lot of people have already made the concept with Vox from Has Been Hotel. Mr. Puzzles is not beating the Vox allegations with this one for sure. But the song I still think kind of fits him. I wish that someone would animate it, but I'm not gonna be the one to animate it because I'm too tired to continue this one. But the song matches him, I think. So this is part of the idea of it.
It's hard to be the bard. Honestly, I don't know how I do it. There's only so much of me to go around. I got so many fans with so many demands, I can hardly go take a piss. You get me. Be a theater freak or the autograph seeker, they all want a piece of this. Gimme. It's a cross that I bear, I'm like Jesus, I swear it's a burden, but I suffer through it. It's all the start, so now you can write, right? Wrong, you're not even close, you remember the damn it, your play's gotta be an iambic pentameter. So you write down a word, but it's not the right word. So you try a new word, but you hate the new word. And you need a good word, but you can't find the word. Oh, where is it? What is it? What is it? Where is it?
Sir? Hello! You asked for information on what Nicholas Bottom is writing. Our spy is here with the news.
Did he see me losing it?
He's half blind, sir.
Oh, good, then he only saw half of it. You see what I did?
Okay. Now this... All of these are so embarrassing because I never got to... Okay. Now this one, it's audio from Jello Apocalypse's live stream of In Stars in Time. They were playing the game, and there's this clip of audio where they talk about Mario. Given how Mario is part of the SMG4 universe, I thought, hey, it would be funny if I could animate Jello as Mr. Puzzles making a Mario voice impression. And then I never finished it. So here you go.
My broken brain was just like, what if there was a random chance for Mario to be here with you?
What the?
Let's go. Who the fuck is this guy? It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Siegfried.
My
I
family
made the wish
member.
that you never forget Mario.
This, I don't even need to share any audio for. I can just play the visual while I'm talking. It's kind of like a test to see how I could do a turnaround with Puzzle's character. I've done a lot of turnarounds using Mr. Puzzles because I want to get better at drawing his back views and just like positioning his model to like do cool spins. I just like animating him spinning. I know that's kind of a joke that a lot of people animate him spinning, but I genuinely like doing that, so there's that. Oh my gosh. I wanted to animate Mr. Puzzle strutting. I wanted to animate him strutting to a song by Jazz Emu, a really cool artist who always reminds me of Puzzles for no reason in particular. So I didn't work on this for long at all. It was just like a few hours in one singular day. Not even hours, I think it was just a couple seconds. I scribbled things down. But I wanted to animate Puzzle strutting. The issue is that he's so tall and the canvas I'm working with is rectangular. So it was hard to fit him in there. And I don't know how to draw lower body movements like running or jumping or anything with the legs. I need to get better at practicing that, but I just didn't have the dedication for this one. So here you go. What other ideas did I scrap? Let's see. Oh, do you want to see one of the first ever animations I ever did of Mr. Puzzles? These are 3 first ever animations. You can tell because I didn't know how to draw his TV head. It looks rectangular and chunky and not he doesn't look good. So this was audio from a comedian. I'll have to like edit the name in here because I'm too lazy to search it up right now. But there was this comedian who made a joke about lonely men, and I thought it fit Puzzles somehow. I don't know.
I tried to say that, but God or life or whatever pulled an amazing prank, and I did a perfect Freudian slip and accidentally said, well, I eat a lot of lonely man dinners. Oh, what? Lonely man dinners is what I said that I eat. Lonely man dinners. And I had to pause because I do eat a lot of lonely man dinners.
And then there's this one where I rotoscoped myself dancing, and I wanted to Mr. Puzzle's doing a dance to Creative Control because I thought that would be fun. I didn't finish rotoscoping my dance, and I got tired because I wanted to color it. Never get too ambitious with your projects if you think it's gonna make you feel like you're obligated to work on it and it's gonna kill your creativity. Just don't force yourself to focus all your attention on a singular project. It's okay to switch projects or do different things in between breaks. Don't be like me and perpetuate burnout. It's not healthy. But yeah, here's a rotoscope Puzzles animation dancing thing.
Patience is a virtue, good things come to those who wait. Proverbs uttered by utter fools, I'll do anything it takes.
Are you ready for trouble?
Got you binge watching.
You're stuck with Mr. Puzzle.
You can't stop me from cooking up this instant classic. You and your friends will look fantastic. Don't want to miss this moment. My dear friends, TV is all about escapism, yet you want to escape? Come on and stay a while as I share with you the who, what, when, where, why, and how of my genius plan. All our scene opens on a little Mr. Puzzles. Now cut to him having no friends. It was a struggle to find anybody who could be my buddy. So instead I watched TV all day to forget about my troubles. I was obsessed, I couldn't stop, I wouldn't stop until I'd seen every moving picture that exists.
So we made the decision to get into television.
I cut off my face and put a TV in its place. Come and get your tickets.
Before they're all sold
Don't want to miss this moment when those stars hit 5 and get creative control of your real life.
Ladies and gentlemen, excuse the interruption. The following message goes out to the stars of our show, the SMG4 crew. And we're rolling, let's go.
I can make you entertaining, I can do anything!
Are you ready for trouble?
Got you binge watching!
You're stuck with Mr. Puzzle.
You can't stop me from cooking up this instant classic. Don't want to miss this moment when those stars hit 5 and get creative control of your reel. Grab a seat and let's seal the deal. When those gorgeous stars hit 5 and get creative control of your real life. And scene.
And then this one was Mr. Puzzles to the song All Eyes on Me because, of course, I didn't really get far at all with it, but you could see my very early way of drawing Mr. Puzzles before I learned how to draw TV heads.
Astray, but not anymore. I'm in control. I have the stage, you can't turn the page now. Faith flips away, no can't run away now. All eyes on me. Yes, you made me insane.
And then there's just this one. I don't know. I think it's kind of cute. It was my doodle Sona discovering Mr. Puzzles in an alleyway, and it was going to be a little funny, little silly kind of thing about their dynamic, maybe. Once again, this is to a Jazz Emu song. Yeah. Yeah, so those are a few of the unfinished, hardly worked on stuff that I have laying around. I promise to try and put my hardest into continuing what I already want to. I'm not good with words. Okay, bye. Thanks for listening.